So coming into the semi-supine position, with the knees bent. Just dropping into the back body. And taking some time to settle back. And feeling that sense of support. And as best as you can, leaving anything that's not relevant to this practice to one side. Collecting it at the end of the session if it's still relevant. And bring a softness to the mind. Allowing the muscles to soften. Letting go of any tendency to rush or to feel hurried in any way. Letting go of any sense of striving and achieving. Just beginning to notice how you feel. Notice any clinging in the body, any tightness, any gripping. Allowing everything to settle. So as best as you can, giving yourself this time to be with yourself and for yourself. And as you become conscious of the breath and begin to notice how you're breathing, maybe allowing the breath to drop down into the belly. And there's a sense of receiving the breath, this gift of the breath, receiving this lovely energy, all that it offers, the muscles and the nerves and bones. Breathing in this vital life force. And then trusting the exhale. That sense of release. That sense of undoing any tightness that may have built up, any friction. So as best as you can, just being with things as they are. Moment by moment. And we'll work with the Viloma Ujjayi the Ujjayi breath, where we contract the throat slightly. Slows the breath down. And a ratio of 3-1. We take the breath in and we pause. We take the breath in further and we pause. And then we take the breath in completely and we pause. And then that sense of release, sense of undoing. So 3 parts to the in-breath. And 1 long, slow out-breath. And when we work in this way, it not only boosts our energy levels, but it also strengthens our immune system. And that gift of the out-breath, that release, so vital to the health and the well-being of the body. And we may have a sense that when we breathe in this way, of the rise and fall of the energy. And in many ways our practice is to support that. Supporting that rise and fall of the energy. This polarity, receiving and releasing. Anything you no longer wish to hold on to, simply breathing it out from the mind, from the body. Let's take one more round in this way. And when you've completed your out breath, just returning to the natural rhythm of your breath. And then beginning the physical part of the practice, begin to raise both arms up in front of the heart, have the back of the neck long, reach up into the fingers, and then interlace the fingers, turn the palms up toward the sky and unclub one shoulder blade and work into the elbow and the wrist of that hand, and then unplug the opposite shoulder blade, work into the elbow and wrist of that hand, and then both shoulder blades moving away from the spine to create a little bit of space at the back of the heart. And then slowly, and in your own time, begin to take the arms back overhead. If the shoulder girdle allows, and as the hands reach the ground or close to the ground, whatever feels right, extend one leg long and then the opposite leg long. And then point the toes towards you and away from you. And really have that sense of creating space for the breath. Around the knees and the armpits and the joints. So this is our energy. Bringing in the new and breathing out that which no longer serves us well. And then when you return the arms back down beside you, bending the knees so back into semi-supine position. And we often talk about how we work from the center in our yoga practice. So we'll start with a very simple practice of taking the right hand underneath the head so that the elbow drops out to the side. And just begin to open up the right lung. Notice if there's any holding in that right arm. And then bring the left knee in towards you and gently hold the left knee. Inhale into the belly, and as you exhale, raise the head up and bring that right elbow across to the left knee as you breathe out and inhale to return. And have a sense of coming from your centre over the body. There's no dragging of the neck, the hands very light. Breathing out from the centre. So we're feeling it, we're not thinking about it. And let's take one more round in this way. And then when you return the head, return the foot, turn the right arm down beside you, and gently roll the head from side to side to ease out the neck. And then when you centre the head, take the left hand behind the back of the head so the elbow comes out the side, the right knee comes in towards you. Take that inhalation into the belly, and as you exhale, the navel comes towards the spine and the elbow comes towards the knee. On an out breath, come across the body from the centre. Use the ground underneath the back body. Let's take one more round in this way. And when you return, keep that left hand there. Take the right hand behind the back of the head to meet the left hand with the hands clasped. And bring the knees in towards the chest. Just pause there, allowing the out breath to encourage the thighs in towards the belly. And then again, we're going to come across the body from the belly. So we inhale, we gently raise the head up, then chin comes in towards the chest. And as you breathe out, take one elbow across and extend one leg, and then back, and then the opposite elbow across, extend the opposite leg. And if you find that you're dragging the neck, just take the hands either side of the head. So we're strengthening here. We're creating strength in the abdomen, creating energy. Let's take one more round in this way. And when you've completed, drop the head back, bring the knees in towards the chest, into Apanasana. And just pause here. Again, that long out breath, that sense of undoing in the lower back. Ooh, any sense of tightness or friction, releasing in the lower back. Hey. And then drop both feet back down onto the mat and extend the left leg long. Have the right arm down beside you. Have the left hand a little away from the body with the left palm down. And we're going to raise that left leg and take the right arm back overhead. But again, we're thinking about the three parts to the breath. So we simply inhale, raise them a third of the way, pause here. Inhale, raise them a third of the way still. Inhale, take the arm back, raise the leg. And as you exhale, extend into that heel of the left foot as you lower the arm and lower the leg. And maybe noticing how this movement too comes from the centre. The inhalation, the energy, the leg and the arm, quite heavy. The pauses that calm the mind. So the mind, the body, the breath working as one. Movement coming from the centre. And the next time that you raise that left leg up, maintain that lift and slowly return the right arm down beside the body. And with the left leg raised, begin to circle the ankle. Begin to work into the heel of the foot, into the toes. Notice how it feels. So again, there's no sense of rushing or striving. And then the other way. Then bring that left knee towards you. Gently hold the left knee. Using the out breath again to release the left side of the pelvis. And from the belly, slowly extend the right leg long. Flex both feet. And then lift the right heel a couple of inches up from the mat. Keep the shoulders nice and soft and bring the head up towards the knee. And just take a couple of breaths here, using the out breath to encourage the head and knee to come together. Next, taking your out breath, return the head, return the legs into Shavasana. Shake the legs out. And just pause in Shavasana. And inhale deeply into the belly. And exhale completely. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Exhale completely. Dropping into the back body. And then the other side, bending the left leg. Turn the right palm down, away from the body. So we root down through the left foot and the right palm. Inhale as you raise the right leg, left arm, third of the way, pause. Inhale into the mid-chest, pause. Into the upper chest, pause. And then exhale. That sense of unfolding. Just noticing how it feels. The inhalation nourishing, supporting. The exhalation, that sense of release. Synchronizing the breath with the movement. And the next time that you raise the leg up, maintain that lift. And slowly take the left arm down beside the body, both palms down, and begin to circle the right ankle. Work into the toes. If you're unlocking the ankle, creating space for the breath in the ankle and the other way. Maybe looking to encourage the heel to be a little bit higher than the toes. And then bring that knee towards you, give the knee a hug. Hey, keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. And slowly extend the left leg long. Flex both feet. Inhale, bring the left heel a couple of inches up from the mat. And with the chin coming in towards the chest, gently encourage the head towards the knee. Breathing into the belly, breathing out from the belly. And then bring both knees in towards the chest, back into Apanasana. Pause here. A gentle roll from side to side, just to warm up the back body. And then when you return to the centre, on an inhalation, we're taking both arms back and we're raising both legs up. And that sense of the limbs emerging from the centre. And then exhale back into Apanasana. Just a couple of times more in this way, but feel working to the fingers. One more time, inhale. Extend and opening, and then exhale. And then keep the right knee in towards you. Place the left foot down onto the mat and slowly raise the right leg up. And begin to encourage the heel a little higher than the toes. And just gently encourage the leg towards you in a way that feels comfortable. And then take the arms down beside you, a little away from the body with the palms down. Inhale. And as you exhale, slowly allow that leg to move out to the side, to the right side. With control. And then return it back into the centre. Notice how the right hip responds here with this movement to the side. Use the hands, use the back body. And then when you come back into the centre, give that knee a hug, place the foot back down. And just windscreen wipe the knees from side to side to ease out the lower back. Yay. And on the other side, bring the knee in towards the chest, slowly allow that leg to emerge from the belly. Encourage the heel to be higher than the toes. The arms a little away from the body with the palms down, root down through the right foot as well. Inhale, and as you exhale, just allow that sternal rotation to the left side, and then inhale, back into the centre. And exhale. And inhale. And with each out breath, maybe a little more release. Just one more time in this way. And then when you return back into the centre, bring both knees in towards the chest into Apanasana. And then slowly extend both legs up towards the sky. And use the hands to gently separate the legs. And just notice how this feels. Without shoving or striving, just a sense of opening. And then bring the chin in towards the chest, raise the head up, bring the hands through the centre. And as you exhale, just reaching forward, and the feet move to the wall behind you. Engaging the belly. And then use the hands to bring the legs together. Bring the knees back in towards you, back into Apanasana. And then allow the feet to be wide and allow the knees to drop in towards each other to counterpose that opening. Just pause there. Feel the breath in the belly. Feel the energy now beginning to start to move around the body. Hey, breathing out. Good. Lots to get rid of at the moment. Spinal twist. Bring the feet together. Take the arms out to shoulder level. Palms can be up or down. Inhale into the belly. And as you exhale, take the knees to one side. Head opposite direction. Inhale, centre. Just consider your pauses. And again, this rise and fall of the energy as you twist the spine in this way. A gentle massage maybe on the back of the head. And the more that we're able to undo, the more that we might find that the hip lifts a little bit higher. The navel comes towards the spine. That lovely detox that the twist enables us to release the stuff that we have built up in the abdomen. The inhale into the centre, and then that exhale into the twist. Let's take one more round in this way. And when you return back into the centre, if the hips allow, bring the right ankle to the outside of the left knee and just begin to encourage that inside the left knee down towards the ground. So the sole of the left foot will face away from you. Turn the head to gaze towards the left hand, although the eyes are closed. And just have a sense that as you breathe out, that sense of release down the left side of the body, the left lung, the left hip, using the out-breath to encourage that opening down the side. Let's take one more breath here. And then slowly back into the centre. Unhook the right foot. And the left side. Just mindful of the hips, mindful of the knees. Using the out-breath as you breathe out. The right hip begins to emerge from the ground. And create that release down the right side of the body, a sense of length. Any holding on here, any tightness. Just breathing it out, lengthening, softening, opening down the right side. Let's take one more breath here, deep inhale, deep exhale. And then slowly return back into the centre. Release the foot. And return the arms back down beside you. Just pause here and prepare for your bridge posture. Line the nose up with the navel. Drop into the back body. Breath returns back into the belly. We're going to use the arms here for this version of the bridge, where we take the arms back overhead as we count 3, and we separate the knees and bring the head and knees together at the end of the exhale. So we give to the feet. Inhale, come up a third of the way as the arms come up, lifting the hips. Inhale, third of the way further still. Inhale, fully as the arms go back, palms facing up towards the sky. And then as you return the spine, return the arms, separate the knees. Bring the head up between the knees, long out breath. Just go again in your own time, rooting through the feet to create that slightly deeper backward bend. The pause as you hold the breath in to energize, strengthen the body. And that sense of release as you roll down through the spine, separating the knees. The head comes up between the knees so you're emptying out. Keep the toes nice and relaxed so you're just working through the balls of the feet. The big toe joint rooted down, little toe joint, middle of the back of the heel. So the knees are stable over the ankles. Long out breath. Let's take one final round in this way. Sense of release as you come down, that sense of undoing. And as you drop the head back, pause in that Apanasana. Soften the shoulders. And circle the ankles. Waking up the feet. And then the other way. Spreading the toes. And then drop the feet down. Just take some breaths here. Allow the back body to widen and lengthen. breath in the belly. So that rise and fall of the energy, creating energy with the breath. And then coming up to sit, either rolling up to sit or rolling over onto your side. And come up to sit in maybe Sukhasana or a nice comfortable position. And we'll work with some Ujjayi breath, so maybe sitting on a blanket or a block if you choose to, so that the spine's a little more lifted. So Ujjayi breath, where we close the eyes as a sense of looking inwards. The tongue sits on the roof of the mouth. Closing the back of the throat slightly. Soften around the eyes. Calming and soothing the nervous system. Again, that rise and fall of the energy as you breathe. Let's take one more round in this way. Taking your out breath, bring the knees together and slowly extend the legs out to the side. Coming to sit on the sit bones, maybe on a blanket or your blocks that are a little bit high. And just have a sense of a forward bend here. So we've prepared the legs for this, and that sense of a forward bend and the hands very lightly forward. Notice that tendency to drop the head so the gaze is slightly forward. And then just begin to turn the toes inwards as you creep the hands forward. And the sitting bones move away from each other, which again allows for that forward bend. And there's a softening, there's no striving, there's just a softening here. There. Ooh. Let's take one more breath in this way. And then gently walk the hands back towards you. And use the hands to bring the feet together. And come up maybe. And just gently drop the head down towards the knees. Maybe bring the feet up if that feels okay, universally. Rounding the back body. And then into Ardha Matsyendrasana, where we drop the feet. Extend the left leg long and bring the right foot over the left leg. The left leg's nice and active. So the right leg goes over the left leg. And then use that left hand to encourage the right knee into the centre. Right palm faces in. Back of the left knee drops down. Inhale as you gaze up towards the fingers. Turn the palm away as you take the hand behind the body onto the fingertips, and maybe just drawing this right knee into the crease of the elbow. Maybe the elbow goes onto the outside of the knee. But keep dropping the shoulder blades down the back body. Keep rooting down through the sitting bones. The breath moves in and out of the belly. So again, that rise and fall of the energy. Again, and with each out breath, that slightly deeper rotation here. Let's take one more breath, and when you come out of it, coming out of it the way that you came into it, the back hand comes up and forward, releasing that leg, easing the legs out. And then the other side, bring the left leg over, root down through the big toe of the left foot. Draw that left knee in towards the centre line. Inhale, left hand comes up, looking up to the fingers. Turn the palm away, take that hand down behind you. Encourage the left knee in. And then that slow rotation as you turn the head to gaze over that back shoulder. And the breath gently moving in and out of the belly. And the right leg very active here, so the back of the right knee drops down. And there's a sense of lengthening upwards as you breathe out. Breathing into the belly, breathing out from the belly. And then bringing that back hand forward, coming out of it the way that you came into it. And releasing that leg. And just gently ease the legs out. Prepares us nicely for Paschimottanasana. Inhale, the arms come out to the side as we raise the arms up. The arms up between the hands to create some length through the spine. And then exhale into that forward bend. And again, there's a sense of softening into the forward bend. Lengthening through the backs of the legs, using the out-breath. And if the eyes were open, they'd be gazing beyond the toes. So you get that sense of release here in the lower back. Breathing out. Let's take one more breath in this way. And then deep inhale, bring the arms up. Come back into Dandasana. Just gently bring the toes towards you and away from you. And then slowly roll over onto all fours. Let's come up to the cat posture. And spread the fingers here. Knees underneath the hips. And again, that sense of the three parts to the breath as you inhale, drop the belly down. And then breathing into the mid-chest. And then breathing into the upper chest as the throat opens. And then that long out breath, chin in towards the chest. Navel comes up towards the spine. Lower belly comes up towards the spine. As you breathe in, the belly drops. Mid-chest, upper chest. Pause here. And then that long, once again, that undoing breath as you give to the hands. Just beginning to wake up the spine. Long out breath. And let's take one more round in this way. Feeling the release through the front of the body. As you take the head back, and then feeling that sense of opening through the back of the body as you give to the hands. And then returning to your tabletop position. And just soften the right elbow and allow the right hip to drop towards the side to release the hip. And then centre, and then the opposite side, and centre. And just one more time in this way. Release the elbow, release the hip. Release the elbow and the hip. And then when you come back into the centre, a little bit of work on the upper body. Take the right hand, fingers of the right hand to the outside of the head. As you inhale, gaze up towards the elbow. And as you exhale, bring the right elbow to the crease of the left elbow. Looking beyond the left shoulder. Inhale up. From the belly again. And exhale. Inhale up. And exhale. One more time in this way, on this side. Inhale up. And exhale. And then returning that right hand down, bring the left fingers to the outside of the head, just above the ear. Inhale, root down through that right hand as the elbow lifts. Exhale. Inhale, rooting down through the right hand. Allows that elbow to lift a little bit higher. Exhale. So it's all about the giving to the ground that allows that opening. And one more time in this way, the movement coming from the belly. And when you return to all fours, come back onto all fours, and just begin to come down onto your forearms.
Keep the thighs nice and upright and the gaze slightly forward, and allow the sitting bones to separate. And if you're working more strongly, bring the hands forward here, so coming onto the hands, and allow that curve in the thoracic spine as the chest begins to drop down, and you get that lovely sense of release through the shoulder blades. And really use the ground here. And then slowly bring the hands back towards you, back into your forearm cat. So that as you breathe in, you drop the belly and the head gently moves back, and as you exhale, chinning towards the chest, rounding the back body. Pause at the end of the exhale. And then go again, inhale. Pause at the end of the inhale and exhale. Pause at the end of the exhale. And just one more time in this way, forearm cat. Inhale. And exhale. And then when you return, just keep the gaze forward, and from here, with the gaze forward, use the forearms. We're coming to forearm plank. So we extend one leg back and we tuck the toes under, come onto the ball of that foot. And using the arms, we extend the opposite leg back, come onto the ball of that foot. And begin to slowly encourage the body down towards the ground. But keep it lifted, keep it raised a little off the ground if you're able to. And draw the lower ribs in towards you. And then very gently move into Sphinx, where we drop the front of the body down, release the toes into Sphinx. And if the lower back complains, know that you can bring the hands forward here. But have the arms slightly wider than the shoulders, so you get that sense of length and opening through the upper body, rooting down through the front of the feet, through the hands. There's that gentle encouragement on the forearms as the crown of the head moves up. Good. Let's take one more breath here. Deep inhale into the belly. Deep exhale. And then from here, coming into child pose, bring the hands towards you. Come up onto the knees. Take the arms down beside you. Bring the forehead down into child pose. And just allow the arms to hang down the side of the body. And take the breath into the back of the body. Breathing out. Flooding the back of the body with the breath. Good. And then from here, swing one arm forward and the other arm forward to come into your downward dog. So slowly tuck the toes under into your downward dog. Begin to lift the knees. Just very gradually begin to lift the knees up from the ground, and the head comes between the arms. There's just a sense of lengthening through the spine here as you breathe out. And that out breath allows the lower belly to come up towards the spine. And then from here, coming into your plank. So you can always move the hands and the feet to a place that feels okay. The wrists underneath the shoulders. The gaze is slightly down. And then from plank, begin to gently drop the belly, just as we did in our cat posture. And this allows for the crown of the head to move uppermost towards the sky. And the arms are strong. And then the belly takes you back into downward dog. So again, that rise and fall of the energy as we go back into plank. And the shoulders come over the wrists. You can drop the knees at any time here. But feel strong through the arms. Use the ground as the crown of the head moves up. And the belly takes you back into downward dog. And then from your downward dog, come into a squat. So begin to tail the feet outwards. Separate the knees. Walk the hands back towards the feet into a squat. And looking forward. Keep the left hand in contact with the ground. From the belly, raise the right hand up and just gaze up towards the right hand. And then lower the right hand down, root down through the right hand. Inhale, bring the left arm up, gaze up towards the left hand. And then bring that hand down. Then slowly encourage the heels down towards the ground and come up to stand. Good. And just have the feet facing forward here. Stand in Tadasana, nice and upright. Breath returns to the belly.
The eyes are closed. Feeling that contact between the feet and the ground. Rise and fall of the energy as you stand. Notice any gripping, notice any clinging. That sense of returning to stillness. Then we'll do a little bit of work on the shoulders, so separate the feet, bring the arms up in front of you. And take the left hand underneath the right, palm facing in, and just draw that right arm across the body so that the shoulder blade comes away from the spine. And then back into the centre and the other side, bring the hands up. Opposite arm under, draw that arm across. Just breathe into that shoulder blade. And then back into the centre and bring the feet together. Bring the shoulders up towards the ears, breathing in and breathing out through the mouth. Inhale. One more time, inhale. And then as you bring the shoulders forward, bring them up towards the ears. And as you take them back, begin to interlace the fingers so the shoulder blades come in towards the spine. And then as you breathe in, raising the arms up from the feet, drawing the shoulder blades in towards the spine, and exhale to release. So again, we inhale, raise the arms up, and exhale. And one more time in this way, inhale, draw the shoulder blades in, and exhale. And when you exhale, just release the hands and shake the hands out. Good. Just releasing any tightness in the hands. Good. So we're going to come into our balance, and a simple balance today. So we root down through the right leg, and the left leg, we come onto the toe of that left foot, sometimes referred to as the holy fig tree. The right arm comes up beside the right ear, and the left arm comes out to the centre. And the breath returns to the belly to anchor you. And just slowly, as you root down through that right foot, begin to take the left toe back. And the gaze is soft. And the breath's in the belly. Okay, working into the fingers, lengthening through the front body. And when you come out of it with control. Release the hands, take the weight from one foot to the other. And then the other side, root down through the leg. Left arm up, take the right toe back. And you can always maintain that contact between the right toe and the ground if you choose to. And the gaze is soft and forward. And then as you bring that back toe up, root down through your standing leg, work into the fingers. Good. Breathing in and out from the belly. And then when you come out of it with control. Take the weight from one foot to the other. And just move into your ragdoll. So soften the knees. Allow the arms to hang out from the shoulder girdle. And the head, the weight of the head begins to undo the spine as the arms encourage that forward motion of the body. Hey, vertebra by vertebra. And it's a slow, gradual process, that sense of undoing. But the feet, giving to the feet to encourage that opening through the back body. And then when you come up, slowly again give to the feet. And there's just that sense of unfurling. And when you return to your Tadasana, just coming back to stand nice and tall. And then come forward on your mats for your vinyasa. Bring the hands by the heart. Gently drop the head towards the hands.
When the inhalation arrives, take the arms out to the side, raise the arms up, slight backward bend here, pause, exhale, forward bend, all the way down. Inhale halfway, breathe out through the mouth, soft knees, arms bring you up, all the way up, palms together, and exhale, hands to the heart, where the in-breath meets the out-breath in your own time. Emptying out as you breathe out. Inhale halfway, flat back, looking forward, out through the mouth. Soft knees, inhale, arms bring you up, from the ground up. And exhale, hands back to the heart. Deep breath in. Again, the mind, body, breath working as one. No sense of hurry, no notion of rushing, feeling. This rise and fall of the energy. This healthy exchange that goes on in the body. One more round in this way. And when you next bring the hands to the heart, pause there. And this time we're going to repeat that and lunge the left leg back. So deep inhale, deep exhale, inhale, out through the mouth. From the belly, the left leg emerges back, drop the buttocks, lift the chest, look forward. That little bit of motion backwards and forwards, the back leg comes up, step the feet, forward bend, Uttanasana, soft knees, inhale, arms bring you up, all the way up, and exhale, hands to the heart. Right side, inhale, exhale. Right leg emerges from the belly, looking forward, drop the buttocks, lift the chest, a little bit of motion through the body, back leg floats up, step the feet, forward bend, soft knees, inhale, arms bring you up, all the way up, and exhale, hands to the heart. Left leg again, inhale, with a variation, exhale, let go of the head, inhale halfway, out through the mouth. Slowly the left leg emerges from the belly. Plant the left hand on the ground inside the right foot. And as you inhale, raise the arm up and look up to the fingers. And exhale, lower. So again, this right arm comes up from the belly. And the more that you root down through the left hand, the more of an opening that we get through the right side. One more time in this way. And then when you lower the hand, gazes forward, and that little bit of motion backwards and forwards, enabling that raising of the back leg, Uttanasana, soft knees, inhale, arms bring you all the way up, and exhale, hands to the heart. Just pause there. Right side, inhale, exhale. Right leg back. This time we plant the right hand inside the left foot. And from the belly, inhale, left arm comes up as you root down through the right hand, exhale up. Inhale up. And exhale. One more time, inhale up. And exhale. And then swivel round to your open side, your nice wide open side. And just pause here. That wide open forward bend. Hey, breathing out. And plant the right hand on the ground in the middle of the feet. And just take the left arm behind the back body. And as you root down through, maybe coming up onto the fingers of the right hand, just gaze over the left shoulder. And then center. And then bring the left hand down, take the right arm, palm facing away. And the sacrum, just gazing over the right shoulder. Keep rooting down through that left hand and then back into the center. And then bring the hands onto the hips, come up halfway. And then deep inhale, come up fully. Good. So from here we're coming into the horse posture. So you might choose to bring your feet a little bit further in, just slightly in. But turn them out away from the body. Keep the hands on the hips. And very slowly allow the knees to follow the feet. So you sort of drop the pelvis down and the knees widen and they follow the feet. So you're looking for that sense of opening in the inner thighs. We're prepared for this nicely. The tailbone drops down and then coming back up. And exhale down. And it's as if you're dropping into the back body here. And return. Mindful of knees. And one more time here in this way. Keep the knees nice and wide. Open the groins. And return. And then we'll include the arms. So we inhale, raise the arms up. The legs are extended. And then exhale. Lower the arms as the knees widen. Cross the palms. Inhale up. Extend through the legs. And then again exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. One more time in this way. Feel it. Feel that contact with the ground. Next time you come up, release the hands, pause. And then from here we're taking that into a forward bend, but we'll do it nice and slowly. So again, the palms cross, we inhale, the arms raise up and the knees soften, come out to the side. And then as you breathe out, extend through the legs and come into a forward bend. Inhale as the arms bring you up, the knees widen to follow the feet out to the side, the arms come up. And again, exhale into your forward bend. Inhale, come up, widen the knees, drop the tailbone down, heart center nice and open, and exhale into your forward bend. Final time in this way. Inhale, coming up, heart center open, and exhale into your forward bend. Just hang out in your forward bend. Turn the toes forward now to face the front. And maybe hold the elbows and just allow that lengthening through the spine as the crown of the head drops down. Breathing out. Any holding on in the shoulders, any gripping. Just having that sense of release of the navel coming towards the spine, the lower belly coming in and up. Ooh, breathing out. Ooh. Good. And then slowly come into the first part of your downward dog. So just creep the fingers forward like a wide angle downward dog. And just come to a place that feels okay, lifting the heels and the head comes between the arms. Ooh, and again that navel coming up towards the spine. And then as you drop the heels, bring the hands back towards you. and line up the hands and the feet. And just root down through the hands, through the feet as the crown of the head moves down. Feel that length up into the sides, inside of the legs. And then slowly swivel to your front leg, which in most cases is your left leg, into Parsvottanasana, both feet come forward. And then from here, moving into downward dog, so the front foot comes back into downward dog. And just hanging out in your downward dog. Just soften the knees quite generously, just to release the lower back. And just gaze between the hands. And then as you return to your downward dog, the head comes between the arms, but yes, no with the head to release any gripping, any holding of the neck. Good, and then from your downward dog, come into your plank. Shoulders over the wrists and draw the lower rib cage in towards you. Encourage the heels to move to the wall behind you. And feel strong through your arms. Keep giving to the ground to create that strength and energy. And then from here, as you slowly soften the elbows, begin to lower the body down. The knees can come down at any time if you're working less strong. And all the way down onto your front. And then turn the head to one side, have the arms down beside you. Big toe joints come together. And the heels flop out to the sides. And the breath returns to the belly. Hey, hoo. All that lovely energy now beginning to swirl around the body. Unlocking and unblocking. Hoo. Hmm. Hmm. And then returning to your Sphinx posture. So having the toenails facing the ground, bring one arm forward and then the opposite arm forward into Sphinx. And again, if the lower back complains, bring the hands forward. So it's a gentler backward bend. But from here, as you breathe out, the crown of the head moves up, the collarbones begin to move forward. And we just take some time to release from the front of the body, from the belly, as we breathe out. And there's that gentle sense of drawing on the forearms. Again, the gaze is soft. And for some of us, this will be enough. But if you're taking into Bhujangasana, just gently begin to lift the elbows up from the ground into Bhujangasana. And if you're working stronger still, the hands come towards you, but only if the lower back allows and the crown of the head moves up. Keep giving to the hands. Let's take one more breath here, deep inhale into the belly, deep exhale. And then from here, slowly return the front of the body back down to the ground, release the hands down beside you, turn the head in the opposite direction, wriggle the hips from side to side, and take some resting breaths. And then from here, return to your child pose. Take the hands underneath the shoulders to support the upper body. Bring the knees towards you. Return the arms down beside you. Forehead comes down. The front of the body comes onto the thighs. Take the breath into the back of the body, flooding the back body with the breath. And each time you breathe out, the tailbone drops down towards the heels. Drop into the front body. Feel that support underneath the front body. The arms are relaxed, let go of any clinging in the arms. The back of the heart is open. Contact between the forehead and the ground. This prepares us nicely for our pranayama practice and our relaxation. So in your own time, use the hands, slowly come up to sit in a way that feels comfortable. Yeah, have everything you need for your relaxation. So making sure that both nostrils are clear for Nalishadana. And then when you're ready, bring the right hand up. Close the right nostril with the thumb. Ring finger over the left nostril, gently hovering over the left nostril. And inhale up through the left nostril to the brow center. And close the left nostril, breathe out through the right. And inhale up through the right to the brow. And then breathe out through the left. And continue to breathe in this way, directing the flow of breath with the thumb and the ring finger. And you might choose to include the Ujjayi control of the throat, slowing the breath even further. And the eyes are soft and the gaze is inwards. And just maybe having a sense that as you breathe in those 3 parts to the in-breath, and as you breathe out that one long out-breath, being mindful of the pauses on the inhale.
Take one more round in this way. And when you've completed your breath, release both hands down into your lap. And then slowly lie down. Make sure that you're nice and comfortable. And allowing the breath to flow freely in and out of the belly. Dropping into the back body. Feeling that support underneath you. This rise and fall of energy. So we allow all of the goodness that we've just created to seep down into the cells and the muscles and the bones and the ligaments. All of that lovely nourishing energy. With each in-breath, there's that receiving that gift of the breath. And with each out-breath, there's an undoing. There's an undoing of any limitations, any doubting, anything that no longer serves you well. Just breathing it out. A sense of undoing. Breathing out from the toes and just allow the toes to feel undone. As you breathe out, undo the ankles. Any clinging in the calves. Breathing out, undo the calves. Undoing from around the knees. Any gripping in the thighs, buttocks. Using the out-breath. A sense of undoing. As you breathe out from the belly, all of the organs soft, undone. Undo the arms, fingers, thumbs. Undoing from the throat, hinges of the jaw, sides of the mouth, sides of the eyes. And with each out breath, I'm doing a little deeper. All those layers that we hold on to, knowing that we're whole and complete, exactly as we are. No need to add. Just a sense of softening, opening as you rest. And beginning to slowly start to emerge back into the body. Maybe wriggling fingers and toes. Maybe the knees coming towards the chest. Whatever feels right for you. Just begin to wake up the body again. And then when you're ready, rolling onto your right side, take some breaths on the right side. Just using that left hand to encourage that upward motion. Just in your own time. So namaste. Have a lovely day. Good to see you all. Thank you for coming.